Well, hello everybody, this is Dear Mama Sal, and happy Christmas Eve. It's 2 degrees Canadian, and we are at 35 American. And as this particular vlog will go up on late tonight or early Christmas Day, seems like a really good time for me to wish all those of you who have a birthday on Christmas Day a very happy birthday. Now obviously you're in some good company along with Jesus, but at least a couple of people have their birthday as well, and I'm sure there are more of you. I do know, of course, about my friend Yvonne. She has her birthday on Christmas Day, and I always think that's so magical. And yesterday I heard from Kayleen, and she tells me that her nephew, whose name's Alex, has his 6th birthday. His 6th birthday on Christmas Day. So happy birthday to Jesus, to Yvonne, and to young Alex, and may you all have a wonderful birthday. Now I don't know what everybody's got planned for Christmas Day, but I hope above all else that you actually enjoy it. Some of you got very, very busy Christmas days, I know that. And some of you will have chosen to have a very quiet Christmas day, maybe remembering the spirit of Christmas for yourselves. And I think that it's quite all right, whatever way you choose to spend Christmas. I would ask, however, that you don't just make it another day. In other words, change your routine to some degree. Either stay in your jammies all day if you're going to have a quiet Christmas, or smile lots more than you would normally smile if you're going to be with friends, family and friends. And everybody seems to have their own version of Christmas, and some of it's more elaborate than others. I just ask those of you who are doing elaborate Christmases to take a rest somewhere along the way. I know that you probably won't even have time to listen to this or watch it until maybe Boxing Day or the day after Christmas, depending on what you call it, which is going to be really sad. So I'm hoping that some of you will get a chance to actually listen to this or watch it. And I say both because some of you I know put it on and listen rather than watch. But I hope some of you will take the time to pace yourself. Whenever I've got a really busy day, especially now that I'm getting older, what I do is I actually take breaks. In other words, I'll do whatever needs to be done as well as I can do it for about an hour. And then I will sit down for 15, 20 minutes. Maybe as I make my next checklist or whatever it is, but I actually make myself sit down, get off my feet, so that by the time everything's done, my feet are not swelling up and I'm not feeling that incredible exhaustion from being on my feet for 5-6 hours when I'm not used to that. So if you are doing the turkey today, and if you are inclined to do, a 4-hour straight stand on your feet and cook Christmas dinner, think about that. Think about maybe starting a couple of things a little earlier, or whatever timetable you need, so that you can take a couple of 20-minute breaks along the way. The idea is just to get your feet preferably off the ground, put them up, let the circulation flow, and feel rested just a little bit. I also do find actually it's very good for regrouping and going, okay, fine, what have I done? What do I still have to do? The other thing is, I wonder how many of you spent Christmas Eve. Now, some of you, of course, will actually have Christmas Eve as the night you all get together. In which case, this is way too late for you. But maybe you'll remember it for next year. But I do recommend just taking it easy if you can. The other thing that makes life a lot easier is delegation. Don't try and do it all yourself. Wait for the first few people to arrive and get them to help lay the table, or get the serving spoons out, or do whatever, get the crackers out, whatever it is that you do. Don't try and do it all of the time. And a survey was done by, I can't remember who, but I know it was reported on CNN recently, about how much men actually did on Christmas Day. And they all admitted not very much. And so part of the reason that men don't do very much is they're not asked to do very much, or in some cases not voluntold. Yeah, I'm a great believer in voluntelling people. I'd like you to volunteer for this, and this. And then if they say, why would I? And I said, would you like to eat? So find a fun way of getting people voluntold. What I found, and perhaps you could ask yourself this, that the days of having guests arrive and have them sit in the living room with their drink making small talk, I think people actually enjoy doing things to help. They're a little bit scared of making a mistake. So if you're visiting people, and just know that every hostess would appreciate a second set of hands, even if they say they don't. And so just make sure that anything they ask you to do, ask them, is there a special way they want it done, or can it just be done? And what I've discovered is most people have a special way they want it done until it gets a little too stressful, too close to the time, and the wheels are coming off. And then they go, no, it doesn't matter how you do it, just do it. And keep that sort of fun attitude about it. And if you're a little bit scared of making a mistake, let the hostess know that. Just say, I'll gladly do this, but feel free to correct me if I've done it in a way that doesn't suit you. Alright, so what you're looking for is a happy hostess. The other thing, oh, you nearly lost dear Mama Sal there. There was a truck. There was a truck on my right-hand side. Whew. And I don't know whether he lost concentration or what happened, but he suddenly started to just slide sideways into my lane. And I'm between those concrete cement dividers halfway up this highway and this truck. In other words, there was nowhere for me to go. Nowhere for me to escape that. I was already too committed. I was halfway along the truck's length when he did it. Well, I'll be pleased to tell you I still have a heartbeat. And that was very scary. I don't mind telling you that. Oh, so I'm glad you're all here with me. That I'm not on my own, because that would be horrible. So thank you. Wow. Anyway, where was I? Yes, that most hostesses, really do appreciate a bit of help. And, maybe the help is just fill up their drink. Maybe the help is, what can I do for 15 minutes for you so you can just sit down for 15 minutes? What can I not ruin? So, I'm hoping that you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope that you all remember the spirit of Christmas. I hope that you all give thanks at some time for all that you have, rather than complaining about what you don't have. Because I think in this world of commercialism, people spend too much time complaining about what they don't have and not being grateful for what they do. And I'm very grateful to have all of you along for my Christmas time. It's going to be interesting. I'm probably going to do a broadcast tonight. Because I know that not everybody is with happy families, and there are people who are going to be alone, or there are people that are going to get back from their family get together and probably quite relieved that it's all over and need some time to wind down. So I'm hoping to see some of you tonight on the broadcast, and I will do what I can to try and put one in on Christmas as well. My biggest problem is that I have to leave on Christmas Day, Boxing Day, to go down to the US, which means I've got to pack stuff and wrap stuff and do stuff, so I've got to try and fit it all in, but I will do what I can. And I'll be leaving sort of fairly early on Christmas Day. It'll be strange. It'll be the first time I've spent Christmas without smoking, for example. And it's really amazing that I've excuse me, that I'm so close to making it for a full year of non-smoking. Never done it before in a lifetime. Well, not since I was 16 anyway. So this is a big first for me. And I know that some of you have been so good about supporting me in this, and I'm very, very grateful. I really am. I actually get quite excited when I see another 10 days have passed, and I know I missed 340 days, I think, or 350 days. One of them, it must be 350 that I missed. No, whatever. Anyway, I think I missed one. But every 10 days I've tried to remind myself how well I've done. So, but there was a moment yesterday where I was very quickly on a broadcast. A couple of the viewers went on to the Tiny Chat broadcast site and were chatting away, and I popped in to say hello. And one of the viewers was on camera with me and lit up a cigarette. And I really did say, you know, have a puff for me. Because there's no doubt about it that I still miss actually smoking. I don't miss what it was doing to my body, but I actually do miss smoking as such. And so I know it was a vile, horrible thing to do and all that stuff, but I certainly am not going to judge anybody that does it. Because how could I? I spent a lifetime doing it myself. Golly gee. I'm just at a traffic. I'm at a traffic light, yes, but it's also a railway crossing, and the red lights were flashing, which was like, oh gosh. But the good news is that it wasn't for a long train. It was just for one of those cars with special wheels on it that can travel up the track to make sure it's clear. So that's good. Phew, I thought I was going to be delayed even more, but I'm not. So, what to think about in the next 24 hours? Whenever you get to see this, I wish you very happy holidays. Whatever religion you practice, whatever you believe in, or even if you don't, I wish you a calm and peaceful holiday time. I hope that whatever faith you have or lack of, that you just take this as a time of kindness. Yesterday we talked a little bit more about contribution to others, and so if the best you can do is to give the gift of a smile, do that today. If the best you can do is give somebody a hug that needs one, then do that today. And if somebody is really getting up your nose, you know what I mean, really triggering you left, right, and center, you have a number of choices, one of which is to be rude to them. But I beg you on this Christmas Day to try and keep that under control. On this Christmas Day, choose to take an extra washroom break or whatever you need to get away from the situation until your emotions have calmed down. You know, if Uncle George or Aunt Frida, you know, is snippy with you or comments on how fat you are or how much weight you've put on this year or some nasty comment that is not really in the spirit of Christmas, then just work really hard to thank them for letting you know that and not letting it affect you. And to all of you who've written to me and supported me throughout this year, a huge, huge thank you for that gift. It's been absolutely wonderful to be part of your lives for the past year. And I'm hoping that I will be granted the gift of many more days to do the same, and hopefully many more years. This is dear Mama Sal saying Merry Christmas, a very happy holidays to you all. Bye bye. Hi everybody, this is dear Mama Sal, and I'm beginning to wrap presents. I thought I'd just show you what I do. What I do is I work out the main people I'm going to be wrapping presents for. In this case, Yvonne, Laurie, Zaki, Ange, and Doug. So they're the people that I call are my family people. And so if you notice, I've given each a colour of ribbon. I don't know what I did with Zaki's name that I ended up with such a mess there, but okay, so Ange is that colour and Dougie is this colour. And then what I do is as I wrap presents, as I've done with this one, all right, it has the corresponding ribbon on it. So when we get to open the presents, which we're not actually going to do until January the 4th, Zaki will clear the tree. He's very good at that. Tree and under the tree. I haven't started under there yet. But what he does is he puts all the same sort of ribbon together because he knows that anything that's got gold ribbon on it is his. And anything that has green ribbon on it will be Yvonne's. And Yvonne's will end up with green ribbon and then green ribbon and something else. And the reason for that is that it's also Yvonne's birthday. Now, as you probably know really well, because I've talked about it before, sorry Bean, I collect boxes all year, and mostly envelope boxes, so that I can wrap presents. I see there's looks like a mandarin orange box in there as well. But I've got all these boxes that I collect all year, all the envelope boxes from work, which I will then be filling and then wrapping with pretty paper, and 9 times out of 10 they end up giving me back the boxes so we can use them again for the next year, which is why I have some there. So I just thought I'd show you how I do it, and now I'm going to start wrapping, and then you can see how the tree looks. It's really pretty actually. Bye for now. Actually, I meant to show you that I keep all the ribbon just behind me. There's the tree, haven't turned it on yet, but right behind me, so I just pull ribbon as I need it. So, for example, I'm just going to do something for Ange, and she's this colour. So I just literally pull a length of ribbon. I'm going to cut it and then wrap hers.